The skies above Earth split open, revealing a massive spaceship that seemed to shimmer and pulse with life. The inhabitants of modern-day Earth could only watch in awe and terror as the vessel descended, casting a shadow over the bustling city below. This was no ordinary spacecraft. It was a sleek obsidian structure, adorned with pulsating lights and advanced organic designs that hinted at a technology far beyond anything Earth had ever seen. The vessel hovered silently for a moment, before descending onto a large clearing just outside the city. Its engines emitted a low, resonant hum, causing the ground to tremble slightly. As it touched down, a ramp extended from its underbelly, and a group of figures emerged. These were the evolved humans from 5000 AD, returning to their ancestral home with a message that would shake humanity to its core. They were tall and graceful, with elongated limbs and luminescent eyes that glowed with an inner light. Their skin had a slight iridescent sheen, reflecting the advanced biotechnology integrated into their very beings. The crowd that had gathered to witness this historic moment murmured in amazement and fear, unsure whether to welcome or dread these visitors. From the group of newcomers, a woman stepped forward. She was clearly their leader, her presence commanding immediate respect. Her name was Leora, and she carried an aura of authority and wisdom. She wore a form-fitting suit that seemed to be made of a living material, shifting and adjusting to her movements. Leora raised her hand in a gesture of peace, and her voice, amplified by unseen technology, rang out clearly across the gathering. "People of Earth," she began, "we come in peace. We are your descendants, evolved over millennia, returning to share a truth that will alter the course of your history. Our journey has brought us from the distant future, and we bear a message of utmost importance." Her words hung in the air, leaving the crowd in stunned silence. The reality of their situation began to sink in. These were not mere visitors from another world, but future versions of themselves, bringing with them knowledge and technology that could change everything. In a tense meeting at the United Nations, world leaders gathered to greet the visitors. The room buzzed with a mixture of excitement and apprehension as delegates took their seats, eyes fixed on the figures standing at the center of the grand hall. Security was tight, but there was a palpable sense of curiosity and anticipation in the air. Leora, the leader of the evolved humans, stood with her team, a diverse group representing the pinnacle of future human evolution. Beside her were Andros, a tall, imposing figure with enhanced strength, and Celine, a woman with telepathic abilities, her eyes constantly shifting shades of blue and green. Each member of the team embodied different aspects of their advanced civilization, showcasing the incredible potential of human evolution. Secretary General Ahmed, a seasoned diplomat, took the podium. "Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here for a momentous occasion," he began. "Today we welcome our descendants from the distant future. They have come with a message that could shape the destiny of our planet." With a nod, he stepped aside, allowing Leora to address the assembly. She began to speak in perfect English, her voice calm and authoritative. "Honored leaders of Earth, we are the evolved humans from the year 5000 AD. We have returned to reveal the truth about mankind's transformation and to prepare you for an impending threat from an ancient alien civilization known as the Drath." A holographic display activated, filling the room with vivid images of humanity's journey through time. Leora narrated their story, showing how humans had left Earth in the 23rd century due to ecological collapse and resource depletion. They had ventured into space, encountering various alien species and adapting to the harsh conditions of interstellar travel. Over millennia, humans had evolved, integrating advanced technologies into their biology and developing new abilities to survive and thrive in their new environments. "We have encountered many civilizations," Leora continued, "some friendly, others hostile. Among them, the Drath pose the greatest threat. They are a powerful, aggressive species that seek to dominate and assimilate other worlds. Our own evolution has been driven in part by the need to defend ourselves against such threats. Now we have come back to our origins to help you prepare." The room was silent as Leora's words sank in. The gravity of the situation was clear. humanity was facing an existential threat, and their future selves had come to offer guidance and assistance. The leaders of Earth, once divided by politics and ideologies, now found themselves united by a common goal: to protect their planet and ensure the survival of their species. As the meeting concluded, Secretary General Ahmed addressed the assembly once more. "We have much to discuss and even more to learn. Let us work together with our future kin to forge a path forward. The fate of humanity depends on our unity and cooperation." With that, the first steps toward a new era of human evolution and interstellar diplomacy began. The visitors from 5000 AD had brought not only warnings but also hope, offering a vision of what humanity could become if they embraced the challenges ahead. Leora's story unfolded in holographic images projected for all to see. The assembled leaders and representatives from around the world watched in awe as scenes from humanity's future played out before them. The holograms showed sleek starships traveling through the cosmos, bustling cities on distant planets, and humans with extraordinary abilities interacting with a myriad of alien species. "Humanity left Earth in the 23rd century, Leora began, her voice resonating with a calm authority. "Our planet was dying. Overpopulation, environmental degradation, and resource depletion made life increasingly unsustainable. Faced with extinction, we embarked on a bold venture to explore the stars and find new homes among them." The holographic projection shifted to scenes of early space exploration. Massive colony ships departed from Earth, each carrying thousands of people in cryogenic sleep. These brave pioneers sought new worlds to inhabit, determined to ensure the survival of the human race. "Over centuries, we encountered numerous alien civilizations," Leora continued. "Some welcomed us, sharing their knowledge and technology. Others viewed us as threats, leading to conflicts and wars. Through these interactions, we learned, adapted, and evolved." The images now depicted humans undergoing transformations. Advanced technologies were integrated into their bodies, enhancing their physical and mental capabilities. Leora gestured to herself and her team. "We are the result of this evolution. We have become a blend of biological and technological advancements, able to survive and thrive in the harshest environments." The room remained silent, captivated by the tale. "But our journey was not without peril," Leora said, her tone growing somber. "We encountered the Drath, a relentless and ancient alien species with a singular purpose: to dominate and assimilate all other life forms. Their technology is unlike anything we had ever seen, and their aggression knows no bounds." A holographic image of a Drath ship appeared, its organic, menacing design sending chills through the audience. "The Drath are on a path of conquest, and Earth is now in their sights. We've returned to help you prepare and to prevent the same fate that befell many other civilizations." The peaceful facade shattered as alarms blared across the city. The skies, once filled with the serene glow of the visitor's ship, now darkened with the ominous presence of Drath warships. Massive organic vessels descended through the atmosphere, their surfaces writhing with biomechanical tendrils that pulsed with eerie light. Panic spread among the populace as they witnessed the arrival of these terrifying invaders. From the ground, humanity's defenses mobilized. Military forces scrambled to respond, deploying jets and missiles in a desperate attempt to halt the alien onslaught. Yet, the Drath technology proved vastly superior. Their ships easily deflected the incoming attacks, retaliating with devastating beams of energy that obliterated entire blocks of the city in fiery explosions. In the midst of the chaos, Leora and her team leaped into action. Their advanced weaponry and combat prowess were immediately apparent as they moved with a fluid grace, coordinating effortlessly to counter the Drath forces. Andros, with his enhanced strength, wielded a massive energy cannon, blasting Drath soldiers out of the sky. Celine used her telepathic abilities to anticipate enemy movements, directing her team with precision. "Focus on the central ship," Leora commanded, pointing towards the largest Drath vessel hovering ominously above. "It's their command center. We need to disrupt their coordination." Humanity's military forces, initially hesitant, quickly recognized the expertise of their future kin. General Carter, a seasoned leader, took charge of the ground operations, working closely with Leora. All units, follow their lead. Concentrate fire on the central ship. The combined forces of present-day soldiers and the evolved humans began to turn the tide. Advanced weaponry from the future, capable of piercing the Drath's formidable defenses, made significant impacts. The Drath ground troops, biomechanical monstrosities with formidable strength and resilience, found themselves matched by the evolved humans' superior agility and tactical acumen. Amidst the ferocious battle, a sense of unity began to emerge. Earth's military, initially struggling to comprehend the situation, adapted quickly under the guidance of their future descendants. Soldiers from different nations fought side by side, their efforts coordinated by both General Carter and Leora. Despite language barriers and varying tactics, the common goal of defending their home unified them in a way that transcended borders and differences. The air was thick with the sounds of warfare, explosions, the hum of energy weapons, and the screams of combatants. The streets, once filled with civilians, now served as battlegrounds. Amidst the chaos, acts of heroism shone brightly. Medics from both eras worked tirelessly to tend to the wounded, while engineers and scientists attempted to reverse engineer Drath technology to gain an edge. As the battle raged on, the Drath began to realize that their invasion was meeting more resistance than anticipated. The central ship, targeted relentlessly by the combined forces, started to show signs of damage. Smoke and flames erupted from its hull as key systems failed under the relentless assault. "We're breaking through," shouted General Carter over the comms. "All units, maintain pressure. We can win this." With a final, concentrated effort, a squad of evolved humans led by Andros breached the central ship's defenses. They infiltrated the vessel, planting explosive charges at critical points. As they made their escape, the charges detonated, causing the massive ship to shudder and collapse in a spectacular explosion. The destruction of the Drath command ship sent a shockwave through the invading forces. Disoriented and leaderless, the remaining Drath troops faltered. The combined human forces pressed their advantage, driving the invaders back and reclaiming their city. Victory, however, came at a great cost. The city lay in ruins, and countless lives had been lost. But amidst the devastation, a new resolve took root. Humanity, both present and future, stood united against a common threat, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The battle for Earth had only just begun, but the first step toward survival and unity had been taken. As the invasion raged, humanity's only hope lay in uniting with their evolved descendants. The streets of the city turned into chaotic battlegrounds, where modern-day soldiers and futuristic warriors fought side by side against the relentless Drath forces. The initial shock and awe gave way to a determined collaboration, where strategy and technology merged seamlessly. General Carter took command of the joint forces, his experience and tactical acumen becoming invaluable. He set up a command center in a fortified building, using a mix of traditional and advanced communication systems to coordinate the defense. Holographic maps displayed real-time data, showing the positions of both enemy and allied forces. Leora and her team integrated effortlessly into the command structure. They provided critical intelligence on the Drath's weaknesses and demonstrated advanced combat techniques that quickly spread among the Earth soldiers. Andros led frontline assaults, using his enhanced strength to break through enemy lines, while Selene used her telepathic abilities to anticipate Drath movements and relay strategies. "Focus fire on their flanks," General Carter's voice echoed through the comms. "They're trying to encircle us." The soldiers, a mix of present-day and evolved humans, moved with coordinated precision. The evolved humans' advanced armor and weaponry, combined with the raw determination and ingenuity of Earth's military, created a formidable defense. Drones from the future zipped through the air, providing aerial support and surveillance, while ground troops fortified key positions. In the midst of battle, personal stories of bravery and camaraderie began to emerge. Lieutenant Ramirez, a skilled sniper from the present day, found herself paired with Keon, a sharpshooter from the future. Their combined expertise took down numerous Drath commanders, crippling enemy coordination. Private Jenkins, a medic, worked tirelessly alongside Leora an evolved human with advanced healing abilities to save lives and tend to the wounded. The alien allies, too, played a crucial role. The insectoid Vrick soldiers formed impenetrable defensive lines, their exoskeletons absorbing enemy fire. The telepathic Nyari used their mental abilities to disrupt Drath communications, creating confusion among the invaders. The crystalline Tauren, with their energy-manipulating powers, erected barriers and launched devastating counterattacks. Despite the growing unity, the battle remained fierce and unforgiving. The Drath, relentless in their assault, began deploying larger, more destructive war machines. These biomechanical behemoths, bristling with weaponry, pushed the defenders to their limits. Amidst the chaos, Leora and General Carter devised a daring plan. They identified a weak point in the Drath's assault formation, a narrow valley where the invaders were funneling their forces. If they could draw the Drath into the valley and spring a trap, they might turn the tide. "All units fall back to the valley," Carter ordered. "Prepare for a counter-offensive." As the human forces retreated, the Drath pursued, sensing victory. But as they entered the valley, the defenders unleashed a devastating barrage. Hidden artillery, mines, and energy weapons tore through the Drath ranks. The valley became a death trap, with the combined might of humanity and their allies cutting down the invaders en masse. The strategy worked. The Drath forces, caught off guard and suffering heavy losses, began to retreat. Cheers erupted among the defenders as they pushed forward, reclaiming ground and driving the enemy back. The unity and cooperation between present-day humans, their evolved descendants, and alien allies had proven to be their greatest strength. Amidst the chaos, unexpected allies appeared. As the Drath began to regroup for another assault, new ships entered the battlefield, sleek, unfamiliar vessels that hovered with an almost ethereal grace. These were the reinforcements from alien species that had once fought alongside the evolved humans, now arriving to aid in the defense of Earth. The insectoid Vricks, with their segmented bodies and multifaceted eyes, emerged from their ships first. Their natural armor and coordinated movements made them formidable in combat. They quickly integrated into the front lines, their precision and resilience providing much-needed support. Following the Vricks were the Nyari, a telepathic race with an appearance resembling delicate, willowy humanoids with glowing skin. Their mental abilities allowed them to communicate instantly and coordinate strategies without uttering a word. They spread out across the battlefield, using their telepathy to relay critical information and disorient the Drath troops. The crystalline Tauren were the last to arrive. Their bodies, composed of translucent shimmering crystals, refracted light into dazzling displays. The Tauren possessed the ability to manipulate energy, creating barriers and launching concentrated blasts that devastated enemy ranks. Their presence was both awe-inspiring and fearsome, as they used their powers to shield the defenders and strike down the Drath. A council of war was quickly convened in the newly fortified command center. General Carter, Leora, and the leaders of the alien contingents gathered around a holographic map, discussing their next moves. "We must hit the Drath where it hurts," said Vrick's Commander Cathar, his voice a series of clicks and hisses translated by a device on his chest. "Their central command ship is their nerve center. If we can destroy it, their forces will fall into disarray." The Nyari leader, Ilaris, nodded in agreement, her telepathic voice echoing in the minds of those present. "Our telepaths can create a mental shield, allowing a strike team to infiltrate the command ship without detection." General Carter turned to Leora. "Can your team lead the assault? With the combined support of our allies, we stand a chance." Leora met his gaze with determination. "We'll do it. Andros, Selene, and I will lead the strike team. With the Nyari's telepathic shield and the Tauren's energy manipulation, we can get close enough to plant charges and destroy the ship from within." Preparations began immediately. The strike team was assembled, consisting of the best fighters from each group. Andros, with his immense strength, would handle the demolition charges. Selene would use her telepathy to coordinate and counter any mental attacks from the Drath. Tauren warriors would provide energy shields, and Vrick soldiers would ensure the path was clear. As the strike team departed, Earth's defenders launched a massive diversionary assault, drawing Drath forces away from their command ship. The sky lit up with explosions and laser fire, a fierce battle raging across the city. The strike team moved with stealth and precision, their approach cloaked by the Nyari's telepathic shield. They breached the command ship's defenses, slipping inside unnoticed. The interior of the Drath ship was a nightmarish labyrinth of organic and mechanical structures, pulsating with a life of its own. Andros and the Vrix soldiers planted charges at key structural points, while Selene and the Nyari telepaths engaged in a silent mental battle with the Drath commanders. The Tauran warriors maintained their energy shields, deflecting any attacks that threatened to penetrate their defenses. As the final charges were set, an alarm sounded. The Drath had detected their presence. The strike team fought their way back to the extraction point, battling hordes of biomechanical soldiers. Andros held the rear, his immense strength and advanced weaponry keeping the Drath at bay. "Detonate the charges," Leora commanded as they reached a safe distance. Andros triggered the explosives, and the command ship erupted in a cataclysmic explosion. The blast rippled through the Drath forces, causing confusion and panic. The defenders of Earth seized the moment, launching a final, decisive assault that routed the remaining invaders. The combined efforts of humanity and their alien allies had triumphed. The Drath, once a seemingly unstoppable force, were defeated. The victory was hard-won, a testament to the power of unity and cooperation in the face of overwhelming odds. As the smoke cleared and the sun rose over the battlefield, a new sense of hope emerged. The alliance between present-day humans, their evolved descendants, and their alien allies had not only saved Earth, but forged a bond that would shape the future of the galaxy. Leora revealed the existence of a secret weapon, a relic from humanity's past hidden deep within the Earth's crust. It was an ancient AI known as Prometheus, designed to harness the planet's energy and defend against existential threats. The assembled leaders and commanders listened intently as Leora outlined their plan. Prometheus was created during the 22nd century, at the height of technological advancement before humanity left Earth, Leora explained. It was designed as a last line of defense, capable of drawing immense power from the Earth's core and channeling it into a protective grid. However, it was deactivated and hidden when the ecological crisis forced humanity to abandon the planet. We need to awaken Prometheus to turn the tide of this war. Dr. Mia Harper, a brilliant scientist from the present day, stepped forward. She had been briefed on Prometheus and was eager to lead the mission to reactivate it. "I can interface with Prometheus and bring it back online, but I'll need a team to help me navigate the underground tunnels and protect the site." Kian, a warrior from the future with extensive combat experience, volunteered to join the mission. "I'll lead the security detail. We can't afford any delays or interference from the Drath." The team assembled quickly, comprising Dr. Harper, Kian, and a group of elite soldiers from both the present and future. They set off in a convoy of armored vehicles, heading towards the remote location where Prometheus was buried. The journey was perilous. They had to navigate treacherous terrain, avoiding Drath patrols and dealing with natural obstacles. The entrance to the underground facility was hidden beneath a dense forest, covered by centuries of overgrowth. As they cleared the vegetation and revealed the entrance, a sense of anticipation and urgency gripped the team. Inside the facility was a labyrinth of dark, winding tunnels. Dr. Harper used a handheld scanner to guide them, following the faint energy signatures that led to Prometheus. The team moved cautiously, aware that the Drath might have detected their mission. As they ventured deeper, they encountered resistance. Drath scouts had infiltrated the tunnels, anticipating the humans' move. Kian and his soldiers engaged the enemy, their advanced weaponry and combat skills giving them an edge. The sound of gunfire and energy blasts echoed through the tunnels, creating an intense, claustrophobic battlefield. Dr. Harper and a few soldiers broke away from the main group, pressing forward towards the control chamber. They reached a massive reinforced door adorned with ancient symbols and technological markings. "This is it," Dr. Harper said, her voice tinged with excitement and determination. Using her scanner and technical expertise, she began the process of unlocking the door. It required a delicate balance of decrypting old security protocols and bypassing damaged systems. As the door slowly creaked open, they were greeted by a vast chamber, dominated by a towering structure in the center, the Prometheus AI core. The core was dormant, its surfaces covered in dust and overgrowth. Dr. Harper hurried to the control panel, her fingers flying over the interface as she initiated the reactivation sequence. The room hummed with energy as the ancient systems came to life, lights flickering on and machinery whirring into action. Outside, Keon and the soldiers fought off waves of Drath reinforcements. The battle intensified, but the team held their ground, buying Dr. Harper the time she needed. Finally, with a triumphant beep, the Prometheus core fully activated. The AI's voice, deep and resonant, echoed through the chamber. "Prometheus online, awaiting commands." Dr. Harper quickly relayed the situation, instructing Prometheus to activate the planetary defense grid and target the Drath forces. The AI responded immediately, channeling energy from the Earth's core into a network of dormant defense systems scattered across the planet. Above ground, the effect was immediate and spectacular. Massive energy beams erupted from hidden installations, striking the Drath ships with pinpoint accuracy. The invaders, caught off guard by the sudden and overwhelming counterattack, began to falter. Prometheus's power surged through the Earth's natural ley lines, creating protective barriers and launching devastating attacks against the enemy. The team navigated treacherous underground tunnels and faced numerous obstacles, both natural and man-made. As they neared their goal, the Drath launched a desperate assault to stop them. In a climactic showdown, Keon sacrificed himself to hold off the attackers, allowing Dr. Harper to activate Prometheus. The ancient AI awoke with a roar, its energy surging through the earth and into the sky, striking the Drath ships with devastating precision. With Prometheus online, humanity gained a significant advantage. The AI coordinated global defenses, repelling the Drath invaders with unprecedented efficiency. The advanced weaponry and tactical brilliance of the evolved humans, combined with Prometheus's near-omniscient control over Earth's defenses, turned the tide of battle. As the Prometheus AI came fully online, its influence extended across the entire planet. The ancient defense systems it controlled began to activate, emerging from their hidden bunkers and subterranean chambers. Massive turrets and energy cannons rose from the ground, targeting the Drath ships with unerring accuracy. Shield generators created impenetrable barriers around key human settlements, protecting them from enemy bombardment. The Drath, realizing their tactical disadvantage, attempted to regroup. However, Prometheus's strategic coordination made it nearly impossible. The AI anticipated their movements, cutting off escape routes and launching preemptive strikes. The once formidable Drath fleet found itself outmaneuvered and outgunned at every turn. Leora and her team used this opportunity to launch a counteroffensive. Coordinated assaults were carried out against Drath ground forces, with Prometheus providing real-time intelligence and support. The human and allied forces, bolstered by the AI's guidance, dismantled enemy strongholds and reclaimed lost territory. In one of the decisive battles, a team led by Andros and Selene infiltrated a major Drath base. Using Prometheus's precise targeting data, they sabotaged critical infrastructure, causing widespread chaos among the Drath ranks. Explosions ripped through the base as energy conduits overloaded, and the invaders' command network collapsed. The turning point came when Prometheus identified the location of the Drath mothership, the heart of their invasion fleet. Leora devised a bold plan to strike at the mothership directly, crippling the Drath leadership and ending the invasion once and for all. A coalition of Earth's best pilots, including both present-day aces and future-era warriors, assembled for the mission. The attack on the mothership was a high-stakes gamble. The combined fleet, guided by Prometheus, engaged in a fierce space battle against the Drath defenders. Amidst the chaos of dogfights and massive energy blasts, a small strike team, led by Leora and Andros, boarded the mothership. Their mission was to plant explosives at key points and sabotage the ship's core. Inside the alien vessel, the team encountered fierce resistance. The Drath, aware of the threat to their command center, threw everything they had at the intruders. The battle inside the mothership was intense, with close-quarters combat and relentless firefights. Andros used his immense strength to clear paths through enemy lines, while Selene's telepathic abilities helped them avoid ambushes and navigate the labyrinthine corridors. As they reached the core, they faced the final obstacle, a powerful Drath commander guarding the central reactor. The ensuing battle was brutal, testing the limits of their endurance and skill. In the end, the team prevailed, planting charges around the reactor and initiating a countdown. The team barely escaped as the charges detonated, triggering a massive chain reaction. The mothership erupted in a spectacular explosion, the shockwave rippling through space and sending debris scattering. The destruction of the mothership signaled the collapse of the Drath invasion. Disoriented and leaderless, the remaining Drath forces on Earth were quickly overwhelmed by the coordinated assaults of human and allied troops. Victory, however, came at a significant cost. Keon's sacrifice weighed heavily on Leora and the team, a stark reminder of the price of freedom. But amidst the losses, a new hope emerged. The combined efforts of humanity, their evolved descendants, and their alien allies had not only repelled the invaders, but forged a bond that would shape the future. As the dust settled, humanity began to heal and rebuild. The presence of Prometheus, now an active guardian of Earth, provided a sense of security and stability. The advanced technology and knowledge shared by the evolved humans accelerated recovery efforts, paving the way for a brighter future. With Prometheus online, humanity gained a significant advantage. The ancient AI coordinated global defenses, repelling the Drath invaders with unprecedented efficiency. The advanced weaponry and tactical brilliance of the evolved humans, combined with Prometheus's near-omniscient control over Earth's defenses, turned the tide of battle. The skies were lit with the glowing beams of energy weapons, the Earth's surface crackling with shield generators, and the constant hum of the AI's surveillance drones patrolling the perimeters. As Prometheus directed the strategic operations, the humans and their alien allies focused on tactical ground maneuvers. Key Drath positions were targeted with surgical precision, reducing the enemy's ability to coordinate and counterattack. Prometheus's algorithms identified weak points in the Drath formations, allowing the defenders to exploit these vulnerabilities effectively. The turning point came during the battle for the city of New Jakarta, a crucial stronghold for the Drath on Earth. This city had been converted into a fortress by the invaders, with towering biomechanical structures and heavily fortified positions. Retaking New Jakarta was essential for disrupting the Drath supply lines and communications. A multi-pronged assault was devised. Andros and his elite squad led the ground forces, engaging in intense urban warfare. His augmented strength and advanced armor made him a formidable force, smashing through Drath defenses and leading the charge. Selene used her telepathic abilities to coordinate with Prometheus, relaying real-time data to the troops and countering Drath mental attacks. Simultaneously, aerial units composed of both modern-day and future-era fighters launched coordinated strikes on key Drath installations. Prometheus provided targeting data, ensuring that each missile and energy beam hit its mark with devastating accuracy. The crystalline Tauran warriors formed energy shields around the advancing troops, deflecting enemy fire and creating safe corridors for movement. The Nyari telepaths played a crucial role in disrupting Drath communications. Their mental abilities interfered with the invaders' neural networks, causing confusion and disarray among their ranks. Vrik's soldiers, with their natural armor and resilience, led frontal assaults on the most fortified positions, their synchronized movements breaking through the enemy lines. As the battle reached its climax, a strategic airstrike targeted the main Drath command center in the heart of New Jakarta. Prometheus guided a squadron of bombers to the exact coordinates, where they dropped specialized bombs designed to penetrate and disable the biomechanical structures. The explosion was massive, a brilliant flash that temporarily turned night into day. The command center collapsed, dealing a critical blow to the Drath leadership. With their command infrastructure decimated and their forces in disarray, the Drath began a chaotic retreat. Andros and his team pushed forward, reclaiming territory and securing key positions. The once impregnable city of New Jakarta was now in human hands, a testament to the resilience and unity of Earth's defenders. Despite the victory, the cost was high. Many lives were lost, and the Earth bore the scars of battle. In the final push to eradicate the Drath presence, heroes emerged from both past and future. General Carter and Leora led a joint assault on the remaining Drath strongholds, displaying unparalleled bravery and strategic brilliance. The combined forces of humanity and their allies triumphed, but not without significant sacrifice. In the final stages of the war, the Drath retreated to their last bastion, a heavily fortified base in the mountains of South America. This location, chosen for its strategic advantage and natural defenses, became the site of the ultimate showdown. The Drath, desperate and cornered, prepared to make their last stand. General Carter, with his vast experience, and Leora, with her advanced tactical knowledge, coordinated a massive offensive. They gathered all available forces, creating a diverse coalition of soldiers, evolved humans, and alien allies. The plan was to launch a coordinated multi-front assault, overwhelming the Drath with sheer numbers and strategic precision. As the assault began, the battlefield erupted in chaos. The Drath fought with a ferocity born of desperation, their advanced biomechanical warriors clashing with the combined forces of Earth and their allies. The air was thick with smoke and the scent of burning metal, the ground littered with the debris of countless battles. In the midst of the fray, acts of heroism and sacrifice stood out. Captain Hayes, a decorated pilot from the present day, led a squadron of bombers on a daring raid against the Drath anti-aircraft defenses. Despite heavy enemy fire, he pressed on, ensuring that the ground forces could advance without the threat of aerial bombardment. His plane was hit, and he went down in a blaze of glory, his final act ensuring the success of the mission. On the ground, Private Jenkins, the medic who had worked tirelessly alongside Leora, the evolved healer, found himself surrounded by Drath soldiers. Out of ammunition and with nowhere to retreat, he charged the enemy with nothing but a combat knife, buying precious time for a group of civilians to escape to safety. His bravery inspired those around him, and his sacrifice was honored by all who witnessed it. Leora and General Carter led the final push into the heart of the Drath stronghold. They fought side by side, their contrasting styles blending seamlessly into a devastating force. Leora's advanced weaponry and agility complemented Carter's tactical genius and raw combat skills. Together, they cut through the enemy ranks, reaching the central command nexus. Inside, they faced the Drath leader, a towering figure of biomechanical terror. The battle was fierce, the leader's advanced technology and raw power pushing them to their limits. In the end, it was a combined effort that brought him down. Leora, using her telepathic abilities, disrupted the leader's neural network, while Carter delivered the killing blow with a well-placed shot. With the Drath leader defeated, the remaining enemy forces crumbled. The combined might of humanity and their allies swept through the stronghold, securing victory and ending the invasion. The survivors emerged from the battlefield, battered but triumphant, their unity and determination having carried them through the darkest of times. The aftermath of the battle was a somber yet hopeful time. The cost of victory was visible in the devastated landscapes and the long lists of the fallen. Memorials were erected to honor those who had sacrificed their lives, and efforts to rebuild began immediately. The advanced technology and knowledge shared by the evolved humans accelerated recovery efforts, helping to heal the planet and advance society. Leora and her team decided to remain on Earth, their mission now one of rebuilding and guiding their ancestors. The bond forged in the fires of battle created a new sense of unity and purpose. Humanity, both present and future, worked together to create a brighter, more resilient world, ready to face any challenges that lay ahead. The legacy of the heroes who fought and sacrificed would inspire generations to come, ensuring that their courage and unity would never be forgotten. As the dust settled, humanity began the arduous task of rebuilding. The scars of battle were everywhere. Cities lay in ruins, landscapes were charred, and the air was thick with the memory of conflict. Yet amidst the devastation, a new hope emerged. The presence of Prometheus, now a sentinel AI, actively protecting Earth, provided a sense of security and stability. Leora and her team of evolved humans shared their advanced knowledge and technology, initiating projects to repair and enhance infrastructure. They introduced sustainable energy solutions, advanced medical techniques, and new agricultural methods to revitalize the planet. The lessons learned from millennia of interstellar exploration and conflict were now being applied to heal their ancestral home. General Carter took on a crucial role in coordinating the rebuilding efforts. His leadership during the war had earned him the respect and trust of both present-day humans and their future descendants. He worked closely with Leora, ensuring that the integration of advanced technologies was done thoughtfully and responsibly. One of the first major projects was the reconstruction of New Jakarta. Engineers and architects from both eras collaborated to design a city that was resilient, sustainable, and technologically advanced. Using materials and methods provided by the evolved humans, the new city rose quickly from the ruins, symbolizing the rebirth of human civilization. Relationships began to form between individuals from different times. Shared experiences in battle and the common goal of rebuilding created deep bonds. Private Jenkins, who had survived the war thanks to the help of Leora, continued working with her in the medical field. Together, they established new healthcare facilities, blending modern-day practices with advanced future techniques, resulting in unprecedented medical advancements. The alien allies who had fought alongside humanity also played a vital role in the reconstruction. The Vrix, with their natural engineering skills, helped build robust and adaptive structures. The Nyari, using their telepathic abilities, facilitated communication and coordination across different groups. The Toran, with their energy manipulation powers, provided clean and efficient energy sources for the new cities. As communities rebuilt and life began to normalize, humanity found itself changed. The shared struggle against the Drath had united people in a way that transcended national, cultural, and temporal boundaries. Earth became a melting pot of past and future, with new traditions emerging from the fusion of different eras and species. Efforts were also made to address the psychological impact of the war. Support centers and counseling services were established, incorporating advanced therapeutic techniques from the future. Selene, with her telepathic empathy, played a crucial role in helping individuals process their trauma and find peace. With the Drath threat eliminated, a new era dawned for humanity. The evolved humans from 5000 AD decided to remain on Earth, blending their advanced civilization with the present-day world. Together they looked to the stars, planning for future exploration and the continued protection of their home. The lessons learned from the conflict forged a resilient and united humanity, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The dawn of this new era was marked by the establishment of the United Earth Federation, UEF, a global governing body designed to ensure peace, cooperation, and progress. Leora and General Carter were instrumental in its formation, working tirelessly to bring together leaders from every nation and alien allies into a cohesive and effective organization. The UEF's first major initiative was the creation of the Stellar Defense Fleet, a combined force of human and alien ships tasked with patrolling the solar system and protecting Earth from future threats. The fleet was equipped with the latest technologies from both present and future, ensuring that humanity would never again be caught unprepared. Prometheus, the ancient AI, was officially integrated into the UEF's command structure. Its vast knowledge and strategic capabilities provided a backbone for global defense and development. Prometheus also played a key role in advancing scientific research, leading to breakthroughs in fields such as quantum computing, renewable energy, and space travel. Exploration missions were launched to establish human presence beyond Earth once again. Mars and the moons of Jupiter became focal points for new colonies, utilizing the advanced terraforming techniques and sustainable living practices shared by the evolved humans. These colonies were designed to be self-sufficient, resilient, and harmonious with their environments, reflecting the lessons learned from Earth's past mistakes. Educational exchanges flourished, with schools and universities incorporating futuristic curricula. Students learned about the history and culture of their future descendants, gaining insights into the potential of human evolution. This exchange of knowledge fostered a sense of continuity and shared destiny, bridging the gap between present and future. In everyday life, the fusion of technologies became commonplace. Cities gleamed with advanced architecture, clean energy sources, and efficient transportation systems. Medical advancements eradicated many diseases, extending life expectancy and improving quality of life. Agriculture was revolutionized, ensuring food security for all. Socially, humanity grew more inclusive and tolerant. The presence of alien allies and evolved humans encouraged a broader understanding of diversity. Cultural festivals celebrated the rich tapestry of human and alien traditions, creating a global society that was both vibrant and cohesive. Generations later, the story of the evolved humans' arrival and the great battle against the Drath became legend. Monuments were erected, and histories written to honor those who fought and sacrificed. Humanity, now a blend of past and future, thrived in a golden age of peace and technological marvels. The legacy of the visitors from 5000 AD was one of hope, courage, and the unbreakable spirit of mankind, forever shaping the destiny of Earth and beyond. The monuments stood as silent sentinels in every major city, each telling the story of unity and sacrifice. The most prominent was the Unity Spire in New Jakarta, a towering structure that combined modern and futuristic design elements. Its base depicted scenes of the invasion and the heroic defense, while the upper levels showcased humanity's advancements and exploration of the stars. Educational institutions incorporated the history of the Drath invasion and the subsequent unification into their curricula. Children grew up learning about the bravery of their ancestors and the extraordinary cooperation that had saved their planet. These lessons inspired a new generation of leaders and innovators, dedicated to preserving the spirit of unity and progress. Technological advancements continued to flourish, driven by the integration of knowledge from different eras. The stellar defense fleet expanded, exploring new frontiers and establishing diplomatic relations with other civilizations. Humanity's influence spread across the galaxy, known not as conquerors, but as protectors and allies. The arts also reflected this new era. Literature, music, and visual arts celebrated the blending of cultures and the triumph of unity. Stories of heroism and sacrifice were immortalized in novels and films, becoming a cherished part of human heritage. Artists from different species collaborated, creating masterpieces that resonated with a universal audience. Scientific research, guided by Prometheus, pushed the boundaries of what was possible. Cures for previously incurable diseases were discovered. Environmental restoration projects flourished, and new energy sources powered the world. The AI's vast database of knowledge accelerated humanity's progress, ensuring that Earth remained a beacon of innovation and hope. The alien allies who had fought alongside humanity became integral parts of global society. The Vriks, Nyari, and Toran established embassies and cultural centers, facilitating ongoing exchange and cooperation. These relationships strengthened over time, leading to joint ventures in exploration, trade, and education. The evolved humans from 5000 AD, now fully integrated into society, held a unique place in history. They served as ambassadors of the future, guiding humanity with their wisdom and foresight. Their presence was a constant reminder of what humanity could achieve when united by a common purpose. In this new golden age, humanity looked to the stars with optimism and determination. The legacy of the battle against the Drath and the unification that followed had forged a resilient, innovative, and compassionate society. Earth, once on the brink of destruction, had become a thriving hub of culture, technology, and interstellar diplomacy. As the centuries passed, the memory of the Drath invasion became a cornerstone of human identity. The story was retold in countless forms, each generation finding new meaning and inspiration in the tales of bravery and unity. The monuments and histories stood as eternal testaments to the unbreakable spirit of mankind, forever shaping the destiny of Earth and beyond.